is Basketball Talk 77. In today's video is my playoff predictions, Western Conference Final. Now, in this video, we'll cover one matchup. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's Lakers-Nuggets. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to say, why Clippers? Of all the matchups, second round matchups at least, that I thought could betray me, of all my predictions, I never thought it would be the Clippers. I definitely worried about the Bucks and Heat, and I worry about Celtics, Raptors too, and occasionally Lakers, Rockets, but I never worried about Clippers Nuggets being an incorrect prediction. It just never seemed possible. But yet, it is. The Los Angeles Clippers lost in 7 games to the Nuggets. And I have to say, as a fan, I'm disappointed that we don't get to see Lakers-Clippers in the conference finals. And as someone who does predictions, I'm appalled. But that's not important. What's important is that whatever the matchup is, I have to make a prediction for it. So that's what I'll be doing today. And so, let's just start it off with my first and only matchup of the video, Lakers-Nuggets. Now, I'm going to call this Lakers 7. The reason for this is that the Lakers, they're a little bit different than the two teams the Nuggets have already beat. To look for why the Nuggets have been able to go so far, we have to look about the two teams they faced. For the Clippers, now it's a little obvious. Because Kawhi Leonard and Paul George played so poorly, their offense was not as good as it usually is. And then on top of that, you had their defense. Now, the problem with the Clippers was they had no very good, tall, capable post defender. One that could guard Nikola Jokic, and that's why he had such an amazing series towards the end. However, this was different for the first matchup, the Utah Jazz, as they had Rudy Gobert, one of the most efficient and best post defenders in the league. So, that's what stopped Nikola Jokic from putting up crazy numbers in that first series against the Jazz. However, they had Jamal Murray, who's shown to be a capable scorer in these situations, and also a capable defender. Now, in the first series, the Utah Jazz had Donovan Mitchell to counter Jamal Murray, but in the end, it just wasn't enough, and that's why they lost. However, the Lakers are similar to the Jazz except they have one big factor, and watching that game too, if you watched it, I'm sure you're going to know it. It's Anthony Davis. Unlike the Jazz, not only do the Lakers have good post defense, they also have good post offense. Remember, Rudy Gobert averages like 15 points. He isn't a big offensive threat. Anthony Davis is. And so you add that to the team. If you pretend LeBron James can do the scoring output of Donovan Mitchell, of course he can't, but his experience and playoff strength will help to make up for that. If we say that LeBron James is equal to Donovan Mitchell, then because Anthony Davis is better at offense than Rudy Gobert, that gives them an edge. And an edge is all they need. Let's remember that the Jazz lost in 7 games by 2 points. If Mike Conley had hit that 3, the Jazz would have won the series, and it could be the Jazz in the conference finals, Western Conference Finals, and not the Nuggets. So, really, even if Anthony Davis doesn't have the biggest series, which he seems to be having a big series anyway, even if he only has a small, not that big of a deal when it comes to a series, he's still gonna push the Lakers over. They're essentially the Jazz plus post offense, among other things. They're a little different, but generalized, they're the Jazz with post offense. And that would be enough to defeat the Nuggets. And maybe it'll be close, but I still think that the Lakers would probably take it. And the Lakers' weakness, of course, is, sorry to say this, but their lack of offense. They have great defense, but their offensive game isn't that powerful. However, the Nuggets are just yet another not very good defensive team, and that's all they've been facing in the playoffs so far. First it was the Trailblazers, then the Rockets, now the Nuggets. They haven't faced a truly high-level defensive team, which may hurt them in their final series against either the Celtics or the Heat. However, because the Lakers can not only guard Nikola Jokic, but also score on him, that's what I think. And there's also LeBron James. I mean, he went to 8 straight finals, dominated the East, won 3 championships. He's one of the most versatile and consistent stars ever. And I don't think he's just gonna be like, I'm just gonna choke now. I think that he'll have a good series. However, he will have that good series. I think what LeBron James will really do in this series, making up, he's not going to be scoring 60 points like Donovan Mitchell, but he'll help his team. I mean, the guy averages 10 assists, so you think every time it's either a 2 or a 3. That's like 20 to 30 points off his assists. So, he definitely helps in his own ways. Anyway, for this reason, I think that the Los Angeles Lakers will beat the Denver Nuggets in 7 games. And they will advance to the finals, and the LeBron team will advance to the finals for 9 times in the last 10 years. Or really, 8 times in the last 9 years. So, that's the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, and if you want to see more of this, then subscribe and turn on notifications. I have to admit, I've made a lot of these playoff predictions videos. 4 in the beginning, 4 East, 2 East first rounds, 2 West first rounds, 2 second round videos, 2 conference finals videos. I mean, I made 8 videos so far, and I have to admit, I'm getting a little tired. I'm excited to make new content, but I felt that it's important for me to make this kind of content right now. So, because it's the playoffs, and it's going to be a long time before I get to make playoffs predictions again. I have to take this opportunity. So, I'm excited though, because I thought of lots of new ideas for new videos, and I'm excited to try them out and make a new kind of video that isn't a playoff predictions video soon. I'm also excited to make my final playoff predictions video, the finals, and I'm excited to watch it too. So, that's all for today, so like, subscribe, and see you next time.